morning everyone. I am multitasking this morning. As you can see, I still have some sorting out from this season's herbs to do, so I've got lots of things going on, but I thought I would take the opportunity while I have to sit down doing that to talk to you about the issue of journaling being boring. That's something that came up quite often in the questions about what you're finding most challenging with journaling. So, the reason why people find journaling boring is for a few reasons. The first one is the way you journal does not line up with the way you would naturally express yourself. So, everybody tends to think of journaling as something that's a pen and paper exercise, writing things down or typing. And that doesn't have to be the case. You can journal through visual means, through auditory means, through kinesthetic means. And we look at all of that in the Journaling Your Way course. So here is an example. Right now I'm doing a video. It happens to be for you, but there would be nothing stopping me from doing a journal entry in that fashion, talking on a video or on a voice memo to record a journal. There's nothing wrong with that. You could quite easily do your journal entries in that fashion, and perhaps that would sound less boring or feel less boring to you. And it doesn't even have to be verbal. You could just record, what I'm doing now. For instance, if I wanted to journal about my herb garden and progress, then I could just have videos of me doing things or photos of the outcome. I wouldn't necessarily have to journal with any words attached to it at all. And suddenly that might feel a lot less boring because it becomes part and parcel of what I'm doing. And that leads me to the second reason why people often find journaling boring, is that it's not aligned with whatever they're journaling for. In other words, it feels like this kind of bolt-on activities that they have to do, often back to that pen and paper idea. They have to write things down alongside whatever they're journaling for, skill acquisition or a therapy program or anything else, or a growth and development project. And actually, that's not how journaling should be. Journaling is not boring when you do it as something that is an integral part of your project and is truly aligned with it. And to do that, you have to really ask from the outset how it fits in your overall growth, self-development or healing program. And both these things, the idea of how you're doing it and the idea of aligning it to really your journaling intentions, is what we're looking at in the Journaling Your Way course. What I mentioned about doing non-verbal or non-written form of journaling is what we look at in part 2 of the course, which is all about an exploration of the various forms of journaling, way beyond the pen and paper approach. And what I just mentioned about the knowing how to align your journaling to your specific intentions is what we look at in part 1, where we look at all the mechanics of it. So for my money, the reason why people find journaling boring is those two reasons. Is one, because it's not aligned with whatever they're trying to achieve, and then it's not aligned with their natural way of expressing themselves. So if you're interested in finding out more about how to make journaling a lot less boring, a lot more exciting, a lot more integral to whatever you're doing, and a lot more coherent with how you want to express yourself, how you want to be creative about your journaling, then you will find the link to the Journaling Your Way details page somewhere around this video. I'll do that after I finish playing with lavender. And you can drop me a line if you have questions, or you can just go on the course and book you in there. If you are joining the course, there is one other thing that I want to mention, which is that alongside those two elements that are part 1 and part 2 of the course, there is also an opportunity to have half an hour one-to-one with me to really fine-tune what your journaling is about. So once you've gone through the course at your own pace, through the video material on the training platform, then we can have this time together so we can really look at how we make journaling your own for your specific intention. That's it for me for this fine Sunday. It's looking fine now. Believe me, it wasn't about 5 minutes ago. It was dark and black and tipping it down. So I'll be finishing that and then I'll be putting this video up for you. Bye for now.